No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Broncos will put it away to start the game. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Motion from the back. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football.
And the ball is free on the pitch. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the ball. Turnover, and the offense falls.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
The Razorbacks have this offense rolling. To the ground with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun. Give on the inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. A Let's talk for a second about Boise State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff.
Breaks into the open. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Makes the catch. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Boise State! Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
From the gun, looking for a man. Dances away. Got out of trouble and throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Peppers. Spinderella. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it! Touchdown, Razorbacks! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Forced out of the pocket. Floats it out in space. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He's looking to throw. Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Gaines. And they get him down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
He's out past the 35. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time, able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now facing a third and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Hard running there. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Peppers. Wildcat didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Peppers.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Quarterback making checks. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Lost one deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Good timing on the quick out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. Firing to the right, complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. The extra point here would tie the game. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives offense like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it can
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Stands in and takes the hit. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. He'll do it himself. There he goes. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hands to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It's caught. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Broncos had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. Touchdown Broncos. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we got our work cut out for us in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lost a throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Using his legs, it's Peppers. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Farrell.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And a great job on the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch inside the 30 and still running. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged on the outside, it's Farrell. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on third down. Finds his man. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They want to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's McDonald. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Pulls it in. Nice move. Creates some space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Here we go. From the gun. Leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Shakes off the defender. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand, and the offense declines the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. On the run, it's Gaines. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Making side adjustments here. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Boise State! And that one will come up here in the second half. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The quick out. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're going back to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal to those situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, and they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Well, this defense is able to put out yet another fire in a situation late in the game, David, where they're up. Nice job and great effort creating that turnover.
And it's a great stop by the defense. They drove the ball down the field a little bit. But more importantly now, I gave the ball to my offense. You go finish this thing. We're up. It's late in the game. Now it's your turn to go. You put some points on the board. You take some time away. We can put this thing out of reach.
He's going to run it.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback may change this route. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the 1st down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it, he's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on foot.
Got enough space. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
The The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I know everybody's looking at that clock as it ticks, and we're down a couple of possessions, but nice job getting the first down. But this offense has to stay in hyperspeed, right? Down 2 possessions, got to throw the football, use the sidelines, use the middle of the field, especially as you get close to that 2-minute mark.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He'll throw it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, it's the worst possible time. And they'll get him